ready? Are you ready?
Whew, finally made it. 2.5 hour drive from the airport here. So tomorrow we start the dig. So here is what the room looks like. Well, the suite anyway. Door to go out. And this is the living room. Nice little TV. Nice little scenery. Here's that. There's that, and I do have a microwave. I didn't think I was gonna have one. Should have bought some popcorn. And then here's my bedroom. Here's the bathroom. And nice. And right there's the terrace out there. They do weddings and stuff like that. Man, I hope they don't have nothing going on this weekend because I'm like right here. Guess I could just hang my head out the window and say, hey, what's up, baby? But all right, I'm gonna go. I gotta unpack. I got a lot of shit to do. Talk to you later. All right, so this is my third item I found so far. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying my best. Maybe if I just set it down. It's so bright up here. There it is. I'm thinking it's a token. Not too sure. But we'll see what Steve has to say about it. So I just got news that coin thing I dug hours ago. It's actually a 17th century pub token. And I'm gonna place it somewhere after I get it talking so you can see the pictures of it that Steve took. And I just dug out something really, I don't know what the hell it is. And actually, let me put you down for a second. And you're gonna go vertical for a minute. Fuck. Give me a quick minute. All right, I'm back. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it had maybe a little bit of gold gild on it or silver back in the day. So let me flip you around and show you. Yeah, look at that. Pretty neat, isn't it? Let me put it down on something. There we go. A little bit ornate. Not too sure what it is. But maybe you can see on the edges there, a little shiny stuff, but probably nothing. So we'll see what it is. It's heavy as shit. All right. Keep walking. All right, man. Finally, the monkey's off my back. I finally found my first hammered, but it's bent as shit. It is definitely tacoed, and it's so thin. So let me flip you around. I hope it's a hammy. If it's not, I'm going to pretend. So hang on. There it is. All tacoed. Uh-oh. Probably can't see anything on it. Let's see. See if I turn it. Gotta zoom in. No, you can't really read anything on it at all. Steve will have to see if he can clean it up, and I don't care if I don't even care if it's my first damn hammered, so I would like one that I could read, but if this is slick, smooth as hell, I'm still keeping it. All right, let's go. Gotta dig some more shit. About 10 feet away from where I dug that tacoed hammer, I just dug another one, and this time it's a proper, nice flat hammer. Now let me show you. There it is. I don't know, I think it might be Edward. Steve will have to look at it because my eyes suck, but it's definitely a long cross. So I am so happy All right, got to keep digging. Okay, hammer number 3 for the day. This is a cut half, so let me flip you around and I'll show you. Here it is. I don't know who the ruler is. At first I thought maybe a button, because that's awfully round. You know what I mean? Usually, all the ones I've seen are usually dinged up on the outside, but it has the markings like a damn hammered coin. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a cut half until Steve gets a hold of it, and then he'll let me know for sure. So somewhere on the video, you know, here, there, somewhere will be exactly what it is. Hammer number 4 for the day. There it is. Not too sure who or what it. I know it is got to be a hammered. Steve will have to confirm it, but it's one that I've never seen before. But it is awfully grubby. But that's number 4 for me today. All right, got to get back digging. Well, not a hammered coin, but something really neat. I don't know if you can see this really good. I don't know what's going on. Is the sun's down, but I'm gonna flip you around so you can see it. It's a little pretty. Okay, so there it is. Looks like it has a hole through the top. It goes all the way through, so maybe some kind of ornate necklace type of pendant, maybe. It's flat on the other side. Oh no, there's 2 holes. Oh shit, where the hell did it go? Oh, son of a bitch. All right, hang on. Okay, I found it. So let's see if we can get the camera to focus on it. Yeah, kind of neat. So let's see what Steve has to say about it. So day 1 is officially done in the books, and I am sore. Well, you know what? My body's not bad. My feet are killing me, though. Yeah, my feet are killing me. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I got on day 1 here. And let me flip you around. Okay, so we're just going to start with the, normal stuff. This right there, we got a cool looking piece of thick glass. Not too sure how old that is. Right next to it is a horse mount. I don't quote me on this. If I'm wrong, I'll put a little thing in the bottom of the video, but I believe that's a medieval horse mount. The thing is chunky and heavy. I wish it would have been whole. The next to that's just a stone. Don't ask me why. I thought it was neat. Then I got 4 just buttons that I like. I normally don't keep any buttons. I should say 5 actually. This one right here. I normally don't keep any buttons, but I do like the flat buttons that still have like the back on it. I just like to clean them up and make them jewelry out of them for my kids or whatnot. Then I have found 2 pieces of pottery there, some ornate glass, probably modern, not really old, more than likely. This flat button right there is the very first thing I found, and I didn't have to dig it out. I was just swinging my coil walking, and the thing was just glistening in the sun. Buckle fragment, and I don't know what that is. I got to give it to Steve and see what he says. It's probably just, I don't know, there's something pretty on it. But here are the finds that are significant to me anyway, for export reasons. We have this backwards or something. There we go. We have a 14th or 15th century old crowned M leather mount. It's really cool looking. Right there is, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. It's pretty neat. I think I might have did a video. I'm not too sure on that. And then I know I did a video on this, but that's a 14th century leather mount. So for you people that don't know your centuries and stuff like that, the 14th century is not like 1400s. That's the 1300s to the 1400s. So this is 1300 to the 1400s. The 14th century, this covers, sometime in the 1300s. And then I have, this is my first round coin. It's actually a token. It's John Welsh at the George Clay, C-L-A-Y. And it is a 17th century coin. It is for a pub, a token for a pub that used to be down the road where we we're hunting. Then down here I have my King John short cross half cut penny. This dates from anywhere from 1199 to 1216, so that's pretty cool. And then I have a Eddie first penny with the London Mint. This dates from 1274 to 1307, as you can see. And then I have 2 farthings. This one's Toco, this bent, and this one's flat. They're copper, 1625 to 1649. For the purpose of counting hammers, like when they count hammers, and I didn't know this, they only count the silver as being quote unquote hammered for their count, even though the coppered farthings are actually hammered too. They just go off, what silver. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. It don't make sense, but whatever. I'm counting it as 4 hammer coins because they are hammered. And so, yeah, first day's done and in the books. So here I am, day 3, and I got my first hammy for the day. Really nice. I think it's Elizabeth. I'll turn you around and show you. Okay, there it is, right there. I believe it's Elizabeth. Can't really tell. But so far, this is the only one that's come out of this field. And we've been here for a couple hours already, so we'll see. I'm sure somebody has to have some of it. But all right, gotta go. Well, it is officially 2 o'clock, and I think I am going to be done for the day. I don't know. My total shotgun shell count is got to be north of 70 shells I dug. That's just littered, and the sounds are just so crisp. There's not even an iffy signal. It's just like bing, bing, and it's like, okay. But other than that, you already saw the Lizzy that I dug, and just shotgun shells. I mean, I do have 4 things here. Let me flip you around. I do have 4 other things here. I got this drawer pull, modern. I'm going to call it modern anyway. This lead clothing seal. Probably one of the nicest buttons I've dug in a while. And then I don't really know what this is. It looks like some kind of hinge to something, or a clasp to a buckle or something. But that's it. All right. Just gonna sit here for a minute and relax. My dogs are killing me. And I'll see you later. Well, we're on day 4 of digging, and only a couple hammers come up, none of which are mine. A lot of aluminum. And so far my only notable finds, and it is 1:22 p.m. right now, are a couple of coppers and 2 buttons, and really 1 button really sucks. So let me flip you over and I'll show you. This is called, maybe if I set it down. There, that one right there is called a Hutton button. It has a fox and then a pheasant on it. This is just dug this out of the hole. Came up as a 97. This is George V. I did do a little bit of a clean off on it. And it looks to be like 1 Florin, I think. Maybe 1 Shilling or 1 Florin. I'm not too sure. But if I'm not digging hammered silver, I might as well dig some kind of silver. So I'll take it. Okay, so this is day 5, and a shit ton of buttons. A lot of broken old buckles. And some of this stuff. I'll show you some of the good finds so far. Okay, so there's all the goodies. I'll start with the coin. See if I can get on it. Man, I got some bad. Can't tell. Hang on. Okay, so here's George III. Greenie. Patina on the back of it. Not too sure the date. 18, 17, who knows. I'll find out later. And here's another, I'm going to say George, but I don't know, which one. The coin's pretty toasted. And another toasted greenie. Can't get nothing off that. I'm not too sure if this is anything. It looks old. So I'm not too sure if this is anything at all. Here's one of my buttered buckles. Everything's intact. Pin moves, as you can see. So that's kind of cool. And the last thing so far is this gold guild button. All of it's off the front, but it does have a little bit of cuteness in the back. So that's it. Guess I should get up and start looking for some more. So I just dug this out of the ground. You can see it says token 1812. I don't know exactly what the wording is around it at all. I'm gonna have to give it to Steve. It looks like house, something house. I think it goes like this. I have no idea, but it's pretty cool. Came in at about a 97 on the machine. So we'll see what he has to say about it. Look at this church. Saxon church. Used to be, I believe, a Norman wood church used to sit here. But now it's built. So let's go inside and take some photos. I was told that it was open for us and we're gonna go in. The sun's coming from, I don't know what direction, but it's supposed to be really good for the stained glass on the other side. Totally amazing. I mean, obviously there's modern stuff in here, but look at that door. Whew. Man, look at the pews. I wonder how old those are. Have to ask Steve. Oh, the stained glass. That's gonna look absolutely marvelous. Right? Not too sure what's back behind the curtain. Give it a gander. Oh, storage. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. This Bible. Man. All right. The floor is amazing. All right, it's time to do some photos. Let me walk to the back and let's get out the camera. They do hold service here, from what I understand, every second Sunday of the month. And that's it. So, yeah, here would be where they put the holy water. Kind of just like the one in Colchester was slightly more prettier. So, let's do some photos.
There's Land Cruisers.
I've never tried it. I've only
I had a 67 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Well, I know I haven't been doing very many videos, but I've just been focusing on metal detecting because that's what I'm here for, not to make videos. But I just pulled another hammered out of the ground. It's not silver. I believe it's a copper Charles I Farthing, so let me flip you around. So there it is. Kind of hard to read. See if I can get it up in my hand here. Not too sure if the camera's catching that or not. It's hard to tell, it's so bright out. There we go. I don't know. That's what I think it is. The Charles I farthing. We'll find out later. Okay, so here's a side of metal detecting that you don't really see that often. Buttons, just shitload of buttons. Anyway, I threw a lot of them away, and these are the 6 of them I just dug in the last 30 minutes. This one would have been pretty cool if it was, you know, full and had a shank on it, but it doesn't, so that would be getting tossed. This is another flat button that's just horrible looking with no shank. This is probably the best looking one of all of them. Nice shank. Usually when we find these are bent over or broke off. I'm assuming this is going to be a 4-holer, just like that's a 4-holer. Whatever, it's crappy. This looks to be a pretty old one, maybe. I mean, I guess old, using that term loosely. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one. I don't know why, but I'm going to keep that one. I might keep, yeah, I'm just going to keep this one. These are all getting thrown away. All right, got to get back out there. Okay, got this good signal. I thought maybe I'd just do one, not live dig, but at least show you in Clump. It's coming up as an 87. And so let me flip you around and show you. You see it's right there. Right there. I don't know, man. It's too bright out here. So let's get it out of there. You know what? I'm going to put you down. I'm going to break it out with my hands, so give me a second. And there it is. It's just, I believe, a George. Kind of toasty. Almost completely worn. So that came in as 87. I was hoping it was going to be something different. Oh well. Everybody's pulling hammered except me. Man, I just found me a nice little Roman brooch right on the surface. Underneath some straw. So let me flip you around. Here it is. Thing of beauty. Missing the pin. Man, I would love to find me an intact Roman brooch. Would love it. So this is my, I don't know, maybe second one today. If the other one I showed you earlier was an actual Roman brooch and not like a piece of weird shit looking half of a Roman brooch. But yeah, we'll see. All right, you gotta start walking, do some more digging. Hey everybody, so today is Tuesday. We just got back from metal detecting. And I'm just going to show you what I found the last few days. We have till, I think, Saturday is our last day of detecting, and then I fly back home. So let me flip you around and I'll show you what I have so far. Okay, so here's all the stuff so far. You already saw, this is the second video, you already saw the stuff that I found the first couple days. And here's the last few days. Got some lead clothing seals. This is neat, I never found one of these before. This is a pot mend. So if they had a hole in their drinking vessel, they'd put lead, they'd melt lead on the hole and squish it together to mend it. So yeah, you know, let's drink some lead, right? So here's some of the buttons. I'm not taking any of these home. I might take a couple of them home that are in good condition. That one's not. Here's one that's in pretty good condition. And I say good condition because the shank is standing upright. Whatnot. Here's another pretty button right here. See if I can get the camera to focus on it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll take a picture. You'll see pictures at the end. Here's some musket balls. Those are pretty old. I don't know what the hell this is. I think on a drawer pull. But yeah, anyway. Right up here are some greenies. Some of them I can make out. Let's see here. See if we can see one real quick. Here's one. Or maybe I can't. There we go. And like these two right here are toasted. I can give them a quick clean, and when I get home I'll take some pictures of them. Some buckle fragments. This is pretty neat. This is a token. It's a 1 pound token, I guess it's called. It's hard to see right now because it's just so filthy. I need to not really wash it, but clean it and whatnot. And I'll get some proper pictures of that. But I'm also going to take some pictures of it before. This is a silver Florin, so that's kind of cool. What the fuck? Oh, this is a neat. I like this. I like the patina on it. This is George III. And it's pretty neat. I like it. I know, like, if you're my friends and you're watching this and you're from England and stuff like that, I know these are modern, but you know what? 1800s where I'm from, it's just, you know, we don't really dig that stuff. This is a, you guys probably see the video, a hunter's pen. Has a pheasant and a fox on it. It's pretty neat. Has some writing on the back. I'll have to decipher that later. This was an eyeball find. I never found one before. But then again, I'm never really looking down. I'm just walking with my eyes straight forward, just listening to the tones. This is a clay pipe stem. And then we have a 15th century medieval thimble. Right here. We have the Elizabeth the First Halfgroat. Whatever to mark that, dated 1594 to 1596. These are when these were minted. The front's kind of toasted. The back's kind of pretty. And there we go with a 15th century buckle fragment. I don't know why, I don't know, whatever, I guess. I'm tired, I'm sorry if I'm mumbling. This is a Copper Farthing. I think I have a total of 3 Copper Farthings now. This is pretty neat. This is a 9th to 10th century Viking bell. It's missing, it would be like complete up here, you know, and then inside here would be like a little ding-a-ling-a-ling thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Viking, I never dug Viking before. That was nice. Yeah, anyway. And here are two of my favorite finds. This is a 1st to 2nd century Roman brooch. And it's just missing the pin. It's a little out of shape. I'm tumbling in the, ground all these years. That's pretty cool. And then I dug this brooch today. This is a 1st to 2nd century Roman brooch, dolphin style. This is a complete brooch with the exception it's missing the pin. There'd be like a pin that comes down here, so they would clip it on to hold their togas or hold whatever clothing up. I'm sorry, I said togas, whatever, it's just a brooch. But that's what I found the last few days, and I'm gonna do some pictures real quick and then go to bed. Early day tomorrow. All right, thanks for looking. It's definitely hammered, so I'm excited. Only been out here for about 30 minutes, so let me flip you around. There it is. Just gonna give it a gentle brush. I'll get back with you. Okay, there it is, just with a little bit of water. Not bad looking. Okay, so my next target was a greenie. I didn't record that, but here's a watch winder. So let me flip you around. Pretty neat. So, all right, gotta get back out there. Not too sure what this is. I thought maybe lead. Oh, I know it's definitely lead, but I thought maybe a really small pot mend. But I'm thinking maybe a clothing seal, but it has a fleur de lis on it, or however you enunciate that. Let me show you real quick. There it is. Not too sure. I have to ask Steve when I get back up there. But it looks like that's like a clasp or a clip or a piece of lead that you pinch down between clothing, or maybe, I don't know, but it's pretty neat. So we'll see. Well, I found a silver milled, I believe, 1817 George bullhead. Let me flip you around. There it is in all its glory. Came in at a 90, 91. I just kicked the dirt. I didn't even have to dig a hole. It was just laying right there. So cool. I just dug me a nice little gold gilt button. More gold on a button than I've dug in a while. Too bad it wasn't solid. So let me flip you around. There it is. It's a little ugly. but hey, it's pretty neat. Let me throw some water on it. I'll be right back. Here it is with a little bit of water on it. Not too sure what's going on in this field, but this is my, see my owie right here? A little bit of ADHD. Nail myself with a shovel. Anyway, not too sure what's going on in this field, but this is my second, I think, gold gilded button I got out of here. Just very little gold left on it, so let me flip you around. There it is. See if I can get it in focus more. There we go. How's that? Nothing on the front. Just a little bit left on the back. Oh, so I didn't get skunked today. Thank God. It's the second to the last day. Pulled the Hammy out and it was deep. I barely heard it. It was like just a faint whisper. And I almost didn't dig it, but I was like, I'm digging everything because we only have a few hours left, and thank God I did. Let me turn you around and show you how deep this thing was. There's my Garrett carrot. It was all the way down there. I shit you not. It was a 71, and it was like just a whisper. And right here it is. I'm going to dump a little water on it and see what monarch it is. Oh, so here we are, Friday. One more day of hunting tomorrow, and then I fly out Sunday. So here's a rundown of my other stuff that I got the last few days. There's going to be no roundup Saturday. Just anything I find that I think is cool in the field, I'll make a video of it, because all the stuff that needs to be exported gets put in this bag to get an export license. So far I have lots of stuff that needs to be. So let me flip you around real quick and show you what I've got the last few days. All right, sorry if my fat finger gets in the way, but shit ton of buttons, some musket balls. And this is, Steve said horse tack, probably 18th century or medieval. I'm not too sure. I can't remember what he said, but I like it. It's pretty neat. And the dreaded harmonica reed. I got some greenies, 1800s. And then here's my watch winder. That's pretty cool. And there's my clothing seal. And then I have a George III Shilling, 1817. It's pretty neat. And then this is pretty cool. It is a 15th to 16th century dagger chap. Obviously you can read, so you can see it. And then the last couple of days I did get a hammered Charles I Halfgroat with the bell mint mark, which dates 1634 to 1635. The back side's pretty cool. The front side's slightly toasted. And then my other I got this today, Friday. Henry VII, and it dates from 1485 to 1509 with the York Mint. I think this, oh, he's upside down. Let's see here, if I can get him right side up. There he is, pretty neat. And there's the back side. So, yeah. Guess what, I'm back. I thought one of those greenies was a greenie, and it's not, it's a token. I think maybe I have a video of it being pulled. I'm not too sure, but it's a Norwich token, 1800s. So let me see if I can get it here and show you real quick. Here you can see it's 1847. On the bottom it says Norwich. I'm not too sure what the writing around it is. And in the back is pretty dirty, so when I get home I'll have to clean it up. So I can get a proper identification on it, just for my purposes, I guess. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, talk to you later. So we're over here hunting this field, and that is a World War II pill box used by soldiers with the big ass machine gun in there, just in case the Germans were flying over. They could take them out. Pretty cool. And over there is a bridge, and I'm going to take some pictures of shortly. So once I make my way over there, I'll do another little video. So here it is as promised. World War II pill box. I'm not going in. Pretty cool. I don't know. See down in there, you go in straight, and then you go turn left or right, and there's little gun holes right there. Really cool. Here is the back side. Well, that's a side. And here's the other end. Let's go look through one of the windows. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. So this is kind of an interesting area. Not only do we have a pillbox, but a pretty cool bridge and two churches relatively close to each other, which is kind of weird, but maybe it isn't. So let me flip you around. Okay, so here's the pillbox, and there's the one church, neat house, and there's the bridge, and then off in the distance, another one. So yeah, pretty neat. All right, I have to get back to detecting. It's the last day. Just wanted to show you the beauty of this place. Let me flip you around. Look at this landscape. Just absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. All around. Just awesome looking. Okay, so I'm going to go on that pillbox, and I thought it was anti-aircraft, and it's not. It's a gun port because the beach. Let me flip you around. The beach would have been off in that direction, so the Germans would be advancing towards here, and they have a gun port here, a gun port there, and another gun port as you see in the other ones, and a couple of them on the backside to get them if they're coming that way. And the ones on the back was just in case they're getting flanked. But there's already two people in there right now, and once I get out, I'm going to take you in, show you around.
Yeah.
All right, let's go in.
Okay, good rule.
All right, here we go. You gotta watch that first step. I guess it's a doozy. So. Oh yeah. All right, this is a pillbox inside. You go to the right or the left, and this is where, I don't know how many people there'd be in here, but it circles all the way around, which is kind of cool. I believe this whole like little thing right here is in case somebody threw a grenade or something like that if they got up close. But here's the one gun port. You can look out there and get anybody coming that way. If you're getting flanked, turn around there. It is really cool. Really cool. There's another gun port. Whoa, what the shit is that? There we are. Just so cool. Let me zoom out. This is just so neat. The floor is utterly trashed. Where's that bridge at? Oh, there it is. They haven't been coming up. I don't know if you can see it very good. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there's that bridge. So that's kind of cool. See if I can take a picture. But yeah. Welcome to the life of a soldier in World War II, I guess. Really, really cool. All right, so yeah, pretty neat. Inside the pillbox. Inside. Let's walk out. All right, see you later. So I only been out here for a couple hours and I found a few things, nothing really cool. But damn man, that pill box for the World War II guns were really cool. But I just wanted to show you what I got because I'm heading back in to give them my thimble just in case it needs to be bagged, and I wanted to make sure I got a picture of it and put it on video too. So this is pretty much my only thing of significance at 10 o'clock. So let me flip you around. There it is. Not too sure how good you guys can see it. It's a pretty much of a crushed thimble. I'm going to say probably 16th, 17th century. We'll see what Steve has to say. And then also found this pretty cool, I want to say button maybe. I can't see, don't know if you guys can see. It does have a little bit of decoration on it. So that's kind of neat. No idea how old that is. Other than that, flat button, greenie, another button, and I don't know what the hell that is. So, all right, talk to you later. Not too sure what the hell this is, but it looks old. Guess we'll find out. Man, it's raining on my last day. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty cool. I'm thinking it's pretty old. We'll find out. Let me flip you around. So right there. Not too sure what it is. Pretty neat though. All right, let's get going. Only got 2 more hours left of the day. So that thing I just showed you, like right there, that's an 1800 swivel seal. I just got word. It doesn't swivel at this point. It's all caked. So when I get home, I'm going to give it a good clean and see if I can get this to spin around. And at the end of the video, I'll explain a little bit some of the parts that are missing. It's an incomplete seal, so it looks like they started it and just never finished it. So I'll talk to you later. Just waiting for my ride, and I'm on my way. Hopefully they'll be here soon. It's a little bit chilly outside. So Delta don't have a Delta One lounge at LHR, but they partner with Virgin Atlantic, so I'm sitting in the Virgin Atlantic waiting reception because I'm flying upper class. They consider upper class, I guess. This is pretty fucking cool. Let me flip you around. They have a pull-up outside that you walk in. So my taxi cab driver just dropped me off right here. And then, hang on 1 second. And then behind me, you can see that gentleman and that lady right there. That's the ticket desk. I just walked up there, gave them my passport. They took my bags and everything. And I'm sitting down here in this awesome lounge area, waiting for the private security to open. And it'll take me less than a minute to go through. And then I'll go up to the clubhouse. I'm going to talk about it. So I'm sitting in Virgin Atlantic's clubhouse, and this place is pretty pimp. So just behind me, some seating there, some private seating in the quiet rooms. And let me flip you around. Big ass bar. That right there is cold breakfast. If you walk past that, there's a dining area where you can just sit down, get a menu and order some stuff. It's free. And all these tables, they have these QR codes. And you can bring up the menu yourself and place an order. Everything's free. It's freaking unbelievable. I mean, I flew out of LHR like 4 times already, all on Delta One, and I just never came up to the lounge area. I had plenty of time to do it, but I just never did. I'm kind of kicking myself in the balls for not doing it because this is beautiful. So if you're flying Virgin Atlantic upper class or Delta One and you have time, do it. It's great. All right, I'm gonna go get some food and kick back and relax. See you in America.
Walking tight, roll, say the lightning, like how you move.